Hello and welcome to the newly relaunched planetwhale.com, the online home of whale watching and the place to search the world for whale and dolphin watching trips. We're really excited to show you the new site. We believe it's easier to search for the trip of your choice, and we've also instigated a whole bunch of new features that we hope will help whale watchers, whale and dolphin conservation organisations, and of course the boat operators themselves. Planet Whale is the biggest listing of whale or dolphin watching trips on the planet, with over 300 operators in 40 different countries, and we want to show you today how to search through the website to find the trip of your choice and what else you can do through planetwhale.com. So let's start by searching. As you can see on the home page here, we have a box on the top right hand side with a very easy to use simple search engine. You can search by country, by month, and also by keywords. Directly underneath you can also see that we've highlighted some of the more recently updated trips on the site. So if you want to surf around and see what there is, why not click on one of these? At the moment our trips range from a vast array of areas, including the United Kingdom, the Comoros Islands in the Indian Ocean, and Canada. So you can search using these criteria. But before you start searching, you might want to seek some help and advice through Planet Whale. Here on this tab you can see some of the most commonly asked questions, such as the most simple, of course, what is whale watching? And also, is it possible to get close to whales and dolphins without disturbing them? Which is really important to whale watchers. We don't want to harm or disturb the animals, but we do want to have those amazing encounters with them. Click on these tabs to find out how you can do that. So as I said, if we click back to our Go Whale Watching tab, you can search using these different tabs, but also we have a Browse Trips tab on the top menu bar. So let's have a look at that. Both of these searches take you through to the same area, and as you can see we have our search criteria still at the top. So let's do a search. I think I'd like to search in the United Kingdom because that's where Planet Whale is based, and I'd love to take my family whale watching this weekend. So if we look in the month of June, we can do an initial search. Very simple. So our initial search results show that we have 22 whale and dolphin watch boat operators based in the United Kingdom, and there are a whole series of filters down the left hand side of our screen. So you can see a title species here, and as we scroll down you can also see there is trip type, facilities. So let's have a little bit closer look at these filters. The idea is every time you tick a box within any of these filtered headers, then the search will automatically update. So the fantastic thing is that the search is already narrowing down for you every time you type something in. So looking in United Kingdom in the month of June, we can see that all of these different species can be seen on one of the 22 different whale and dolphin watch operators. We also have a number of experiences that are possible, including listening to whales and dolphins, seeing leaping dolphins, and watching whales and dolphins as opposed to just watching dolphins on a specific trip. There are also a lot of facilities on offer on different boats. Some of these are ethical, sustainable issues which are worth considering, such as whether your boat is carbon neutral. Does the boat operator support conservation, and do they adhere to a code of conduct, which is how the vessel manoeuvres around the animals, which is very important. But there are also some practical considerations for you when you're heading out on your whale watching trip, such as are there toilets or restrooms on board, or does the boat operator provide reading material, and is there an on-site visitor centre or museum where your whale watching trip is. So let's try filtering down on a couple of these options. I'd like to search for a trip in which I can see short-beaked common dolphins. So let's have a look at that. Common dolphins are the most exuberant, colourful, exciting species of dolphin to see. So we've now clicked on United Kingdom, June and short-beaked common dolphin, and we can see on the map here that these are the places in the UK where you can go and see this particular species. Well, let's filter down a little bit more. Here we have a trip type option. So I want to see common dolphins leaping. So let's click on the see dolphins leaping filter, and we are now down to just 2 search results. So the facilities for these 2 boats include the following: access to the wheelhouse, disabled access to the vessel, whether posters, displays and maps are included, and whether there are scenic backdrops to the encounters. I'm not worried about any of those things, so I'm going to have a look at my 2 search results here. And let's click on the top one, School of Whales. So if we just click on the Read More button, we go through to a really nice, easy to use display showing images from School of Wales and also some information about the trip. So let's just read through a little bit of that. Join us aboard the luxury cruise ferry Pont-Aven as we sail a brilliant triangular route exploring the mysterious deep waters that are only beginning to reveal their wild secrets. Sailing through some of the richest waters for whales and dolphins in the world, we will scour the deep ocean for giant whales, large groups of dolphins, tuna, sharks and seabirds. Sounds like an interesting trip, but I need to know a little bit more than that. So let's have a look at trip details. So this shows us, for example, which months of the year you can go watching. We see it's the summer season from March through to October. The duration of the trips, the size of the vessel, and times and prices for those trips. If I want to know a little bit more detail about which types of whales and dolphins can be seen on a particular trip, then again we have that here. So fin whale, minke whale for example, sperm whale, Cuvier's beaked whale, which is an unusual one, and a whole bunch of dolphins, including of course the one that we searched for in our earlier filtering process, short-beaked common dolphin. We'll come on to contact in a minute. We have the obvious details of address, website, telephone number and email address if I want to actually book the trip. But first of all, I really would like to see some pictures. Pictures speak 1,000 words, so let's have a look at some of the images on display on the School of Wales website. Clearly they have some amazing encounters, and this is a view from the viewing platform. Some of the guests, they seem to be enjoying themselves, and some nice photographs of dolphins seen on the trip, including short-beaked common dolphin there and sperm whales. So this looks like a really good trip. I'm quite tempted to book. And finally though, I'd like to have a look at some video. So let's have a quick look at a little piece of video here. This is one of the guides on the trip talking about a bird which landed on the trip. So just an example, not a video of a whale, but showing other wildlife that's seen on a whale watching trip. It's not just about whales and dolphins, it's about going out on the ocean, having that amazing experience, being in a truly wild place, and with people who can really show you what's out there, what kind of a place it is, and maybe some of the conservation issues that it faces as well. So this looks like a trip that I'd be interested in booking. So finally, I can either contact the operator directly or go straight through to their website. So as you can see, Planet Whale is really easy to use as a search facility. Okay, so that shows you how the search works, but what else do we have on Planet Whale? Well, one of the things that we're really excited about, which we've just implemented on the site, if we take you back to the home page, is the opportunity to do what we call get involved. When you've been on a whale or dolphin watching trip, you can come back to the site, you can hopefully review that trip and talk about your experiences, and you may want to take more trips, but there are a whole bunch of other things that you can go and do which relate to whales and dolphins, and we've created a facility for you to be able to search the world in order to find these things, and that's called Get Involved. And you can click through into Get Involved through the home page on the menu here, and also on this tab within our Go Whale Watching box. So let's have a look at Get Involved. Now, there are so many things that you can do and get active to see whales and dolphins and to be involved in their conservation, or just to learn more about them. And these are the ones that we've identified as being the most important. So you can now look for volunteer and job opportunities on the Planet Whale website. You can view the campaigns and projects of whale and dolphin conservation organisations. You can go to events such as whale festivals. You can also attend training courses to learn how to be, for example, a marine mammal surveyor, or even degree courses on marine mammals and how to study them. You can donate to the charity of your choice to help support whale and dolphin conservation, or join a conservation organisation. And finally, there are also a whole number of adopt a whale or dolphin schemes where you can become a member, support a certain whale or dolphin population and its conservation, and find out how an individual whale or dolphin is getting on in the wild every month of the year. So these are the opportunities that you can get involved in. So let's have a look at those. Let's have a look at go to an event, for example. Here we find a whole string of search results, just very similar to the ones you'll find in Browse Trips. And in our events section here, we're just viewing the top 3, which are the most recently uploaded to the site. So we have the Sitka Whale Festival, the European Cetacean Society Conference, and the Hermanus Whale Festival. So we have 2 options. We can browse the listing details of the Hermanus Whale Festival organisers and find out more about them within the Planet Whale website, or you can simply go through to the website of the Hermanus Whale Festival. So we basically give very, very brief details and imagery of these events, training courses, campaigns and projects, which allows you to be able to find the course or donation opportunity, the get involved opportunity that works for you, and then you can go to the website and find out more about it. So if we just look at the Hermanus Whale Festival as an example, it says the Hermanus Whale Festival, the only enviro arts festival in South Africa, is held annually to celebrate the return of the southern right whales to waters of Walker Bay, our magnificent environment, and the arrival of spring. Fantastic. So I'm going to go straight through to the Hermanus Whale Festival website, which loads in a new page. So here you can see it's so easy to get involved and to get active and find new things to do in and around whale watching.